everybody and welcome back to another video. So today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I passed GCSE English Language. English language for some people is such a hard subject and I can truly understand where people come from that. But for me I found it quite easy once I got my head wrapped around about it. Back in year 10 I didn't really understand it that well. Coming into year 11 I slowly started to get my head around it, and then once I understood the content of it as well as certain methods, I was just getting passes every single time. Honestly, I was not getting A's, B's, I was just getting a C grade. So this video is not how to get an A. If that's what you're looking for, you've come to the wrong place, but if you're just looking for a passing grade, you're at the right place. So in year 10 I was getting grades 2s in English language, and then my final GCSE grade I got a 5, and it wasn't even a low 5, it was a high 5, so I did quite well in that. So I'm not going to go through each paper and each question, I'm literally just going to do a whole summary of it of both papers. So I did sit the AQA paper. So my first thing is Mrs. Soap. It is such an I speak to some people and they don't actually know what it is, and I'm just shocked because I'm like, how the hell I cannot imagine sitting through my GCSE language paper and not knowing Mrs. Soap. It means like metaphors, rhetorical questions, simile, sibilance, onomatopoeia, alliteration and personification. I still remember it to this day and I haven't sat a paper in 2 years. Something that was so drilled into us in my life, in my secondary school life, they were just like, you need to know it off by heart, you need to know what each one of them means and how to apply it. So once I got around the basics of what Mrs. Soap meant and was remembering it as well as what individually a metaphor meant, what's onomatopoeia and things like that, once I got my head around that, I started doing past papers or just getting a book and trying to find the Mrs. Soap within that text. As well as Resist C also stands for, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I really can't remember Resist C. It was quite a last minute thing we learned, but also you can go onto the BBC website for both of these to find out what they actually truly mean. By the way, just letting you know, BBC website, great place to look. The thing was, I think it was in the first paper, at the end you have to write a story. Thank God I had my teacher, because he gave us a picture of this haunted house and said, right, he gave us loads of words that would get us high marks. He said, write a story about this haunted house with these set of words in it, go. And it had to be a short story. It was only like 200 words or something, I can't even remember. And then he said he would mark it, he would give us back feedback on it, we would change it and things like that. And then in year 11 we had this set story and he was like, revise it, remember this story word for word off by heart, because this is the story you are going to write in your paper. And we were like, right, okay. And obviously you might be thinking right now, like, but how did that work? Because they gave you a set word or a set picture and things like that. Well, his way around it was, whatever it was, you would say, if it linked, great. If it didn't link, what you would say is, for the picture, that was a picture within the haunted house, or you walked through wherever it is, or you saw it before reaching the haunted house. So you just have to use your imagination. But luckily for our year, we got given the word abandonment. So right at the beginning, I just said, I found an abandoned house. But the other picture was of a fish market, so if I didn't have that second word, I would have said, I walked within the fish market and then stumbled across in the woods behind the fish market, say, and then I'll just talk about my story. So I would literally record myself, and literally I would speak into my phone, record my story and listen to it. That's how I remembered it, was by listening to myself read it. So it was kind of like a bedtime story. And also the night before, I don't know if it helped, I have no proven theory of this, I actually fell asleep listening to it. So I was listening to it on repeat the night before my exam. I remembered it really well. So more things is, don't overthink everything. When you come to a question or things like that, don't overthink it, especially the first question, like in paper 1 where they ask you to list 4 things. It's just quite simple, and most people just really try and go into much detail and things like that. With the story, you don't need to have a great storyline. It literally is just how descriptive can you write, as well as everything else. And just as long as you find it within the text and you say truly how this links to the question, and you just truly explain it well, you will get a passing grade. There is no right or wrong answer, you've just got to remember that. It's just the way that you come across explaining your answer with PEE. Finally, learning keywords. So learning connective words such as well as, or furthermore, and things like that. That really does help when trying to connect sentences and makes you sound smarter, if I have to be honest with you. The more words you use to connect it, as well as bigger words, the smarter you seem and the higher the grade you get. So I literally had, and I still have it to this day, if you watch my revising videos, I have like a set key connective revision card that has like all connectives on it that could be amazing to use in my media. So that's what I kind of really suggest you guys doing. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this helps some people. Just really don't overthink the paper. It's not as hard as you think it is. And once you just get over that boundary of just being like, actually, it's whatever I think, as long as I explain it well. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.